Hi, Dave Roscoe here. It is Thursday, June 12th, 2025, and today I want to talk about a change to the way that I record my shows. I also want to talk to you a little bit more about manually activated wallets. I know we've been going back and forth on this a little bit, and I have a little bit more information just to clarify things, and also a Crypto Times article talking about a potential boom for the Pi coin, which is ironic considering what's happening right now, and we'll get to that. But first, the metrics. The circulating supply is 7.43 billion Pi, and there were 24,262 user accounts migrated yesterday, totaling 9.8 million Pi. There is 28.9 million Pi in the Pi migration wallet. The migrated unlocked rewards is at 2.18 billion Pi, with 12.6 million Pi unlocked in the last 24 hours and free to be traded on the open markets. Looking at the price action, oh boy, can you see this? All right, people, I'm going to tell you this right now. This is pure and simple market manipulation, and I'm going to tell you why. I mean, obviously, look at that candle. That is intended to completely liquidate a whole bunch of people on the market. Why? Because the Crypto Times article says we're about to see a boom in the price. So guess what? You drop the price down like this, the whales go in and buy a whole ton of Pi at this low price. And they're going to be the ones benefiting from the boom that's coming. This is just ridiculous. I'm telling you right now. Anybody who's trading Pi on the markets should really reconsider their life choices because this is just nuts. The Pi coin is currently trading at 52 cents, which is down 17.16%. The market cap is at $3.87 billion, which is down 17.39%. The daily trading volume is at $119.69 million, which is up 116.13%. I say this all the time. Be careful when volume is low because stuff like this happens. Right? Yeah, the volume's high now, but everyone's in because of this. You never know where it's going to go. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Earlier today, I was on Wolfpack, and Bullish Babe told me to lower my stop loss. I hadn't gotten a chance to do it, but what I did do is remove it. Good thing I did, because this would have liquidated me. Now, mind you, I would have only lost 10%, but I don't want to lose 10%. I want to stay in for the long game. So thank God I'm still in it. But this is absolutely ridiculous. This is what's wrong with the Pi coin right now, trading on the markets. If you're not holding your coin, you're making a mistake. Simple as that. There's no benefit to trading Pi coin on the exchanges right now. Look at this. Look at this. You don't see this on other cryptos. You just don't. And this is pure and simple market manipulation. The whales drove the price down because they can, liquidated as many people as they can, and guess what? Everybody who had their sell orders and everything, that Pi is now free to be gobbled up at this dirt cheap price. And you know what? This time tomorrow, the price is going to be back up. I guarantee it. I don't know. I'm sorry. It just drives me mental to see this because I knew this was possible. But what caused this? Can you point to one news event that caused this? No. This was purely market manipulation to buy a ton of Pi at a ridiculously low price to prepare for what's coming next. And maybe they know what's coming next. Maybe they just suspect what's coming next. For everybody who just lost all of their money, all their Pi, I'm sorry. I warn people, but Everyone thinks they know better, and it's really a shame. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm a little bit heated. I mean, I came in here to record this show, and the Pi coin was trading at about 63 cents, and then bam, this happened. I mean, I literally watched it happen. And I'm just so pissed off because this is just a blatant example of why you should not be trading on the market with low volume and even worse, low liquidity with the Pi coin, because things like this can happen and it doesn't cost a lot. These whales, this is a blip to them. This is a rounding error. They can do this without batting an eye. It doesn't hurt them at all, but it hurts everybody else. And it's just a shame. I'm sorry. I don't usually get this worked up, but as soon as I saw that candle, I just lost it. Anyway, so as I mentioned, I'm going to change the way that I record my shows. As you know, I'm with the Crypto Wolf Pack with Milkshake Maddie, Bullish Babe, and Cosmic Crypto. What I've been doing up to this point is recording my daily YouTube channel shows and then providing extras to the Wolf Pack. And I'm going to change that. Now, don't get worried. I'm still going to be doing my daily YouTube updates. But what I'm going to do instead is at 9 a.m. every day, I will be live streaming my Pi Network updates on the Wolf Pack. And then after the live stream, I will have a live Q&A. And then when that's done, I will take the recording, edit it, and then post it to YouTube as part of my daily updates. Now, for most people, it'll look exactly the same as you're used to. But if you're not catching the drift here, if you want to see it live and you want to ask questions and get answers live, you got to come to the Wolf Pack. Now, you don't have to, but for some people, it may be worth it. But the good thing about this is that it will hold me to a schedule. And I've already determined that it's a schedule that I can keep. So I would expect to see my YouTube updates appearing before noon Eastern Standard Time every day. So that's good for most people because my metrics say that a lot of people are watching around that time. So that's good. And for people who are in other parts of the country or are early risers, you can catch my updates live if you're a member of the Crypto Wolf Pack. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the manual wallet activation. Now, somebody had told me that when you manually activate your wallet, you do get funded, and they're not wrong. The difference is that when you get funded by manually activating your wallet, it's 1 Pi, but 0.98 of those Pi are locked. They're not available to you. So your migrations can't be transferred to your available balance because that 0.98 Pi is locked. You can't touch it and you can't use it. So effectively, you have no funds. So I was not wrong in that manually activating your wallet will put you in a position where you cannot transfer unlocked Pi to your available balance. I was completely correct about that. But it's not because your available Pi balance is 0. It's that it's 0.98 Pi, but you can't touch it. So it's effectively the same thing. So if you're going to manually activate your wallet, be prepared to fund it with a small amount of Pi so that you can transfer your migrations once they unlock to the available balance. That's all I want to say. So this Crypto Times article came out 6 hours ago. And what does it say? Pi Network on fire. Yeah, looking at the chart, it's crashing and burning. But that's not what they mean here. Pi coin price eyes 200% boom. Right now, so without even reading the article, that kind of hype, it completely explains why the pie coin dumped the way it did today. Because the whales want to grab as much pie as they can in preparation for this pump. We don't know what it's going to be, but guess what? Pi 2 Day is coming. There will be a pump. By hype alone, there will be a pump. Even if nothing comes from the Pi Core team, leading up to that day, there will be a pump. I guarantee it. And the whales just decided they're going to liquidate a whole bunch of people, grab a bunch of cheap pie, and ride this wave up. And it's all because people thought it was a good idea to trade pie on the exchanges. Despite all the warning signs, low volume, low liquidity, what are you doing? I'm sorry. I keep getting worked up over this because it is a totally avoidable situation. Anyway, all eyes are back on Pi Network's Pi coin as it vibes toward a breakout that could deliver a staggering 200% bull run. Now, if you're with the Wolf Pack, on today's show, Bullish Babe came in and she was pointing out some chart patterns that indicated exactly this scenario. And this particular drop doesn't invalidate that. The Pi coin was looking at a bullish breakout with a staggering value. I mean, we're talking about $1.80, which would basically hit every single one of my long take profits. Could this be a comeback story of the year in crypto? The hype behind the sleeping giant is still persistent among the masses. Is it possible to see Pi coins trading near $2 again? Despite lagging behind the rest of the market in the June rally, Pi coin may be gearing up for a major price movement anytime. The token has been trading sideways around the 63-cent mark since later days of May. I've reported on this. While on a quick look, Pi coin price may be trading sideways, but a close look at technicals shows multiple volatility indicators. These include Bollinger Bands, average true range, are flashing a rare convergence that typically precedes explosive price actions in cryptocurrencies. The Bollinger Bands on the Pi coin chart have contracted significantly, signaling tightish trading ranges. These narrow bands following a major price drop during the month of May can be considered as quiet before the storm. Narrow BB bands usually precede a major directional move, and Pi coin recently surged over 175% after a similar setup in mid-May by topping out at $1.66. The volume indicator shows a sharp rise during the first half of May, indicating increased price action. However, since then it has displayed a sideways price action, highlighting a cool-off period for the altcoin. It suggests a potential bullish reversal in the upcoming time. Some analysts would agree the Pi coin is forming a textbook double bottom pattern, and again, Bullish Babe pointing this out as well. I don't know if you guys follow technical analysis, but she pointed out a cup and handle, which is a bullish trend. And in addition, she pointed out a forming double bottom, indicating that the Pi coin is about to explode. You still wondering why the price dropped to 52 cents today? I'm not. Some analysts would agree the Pi coin is forming a textbook double bottom pattern with strong support at 58 cents. The recent top of $1.66 could be the breakout neckline for the altcoin rally. If this scenario happens, Pi Network's token could rise to $1 soon, marking a 57% increase from current prices. It might then retest the $1.66 resistant level, marking a 160% gain from its current price. If it breaks out, a total rally of 200% is possible. So the $2 milestone is just one good news away. And it's that kind of thing that really makes me angry about what just happened. Because the whales just ruined a potential payday for honest pie traders. I mean, now they've got nothing. And if you were on the market, you could say that you deserved it. But I don't believe it. I mean, yeah, you play with the market, you get what you get. But that doesn't mean you can't have empathy for the people who are losing what they worked for years. It's just really sad. But things are looking good for the Pi coin in the near term. Despite what the charts are saying right now, it's not going to last. This is temporary and it's engineered. It has nothing to do with the actual coin value. This was done to serve a purpose. And once that purpose is served, things will return to normal. So, don't panic. Stay the course. And remember, the success of the Pi network begins with you. Pi to the moon. Peace.